everyone. Welcome to Around Town. I'm your host, Dick Patten, and on behalf of myself and Ian Marx, my director, it's a great day to welcome you here. And just think, the last day of August. Thank goodness. And now we head to September, and all that brings in the apple season. The foliage has already started in some cases, and of course the temperature, you'll see it. Night may alter down. The daytime's hot, nighttime's chilly. But autumn is on its way, and of course the football season's on its way, and everything's going on. The schools are open, but I am very pleased to have back with me Paul Brogan. We have missed him all summer. Now, he had some misfortunes, some health problems, I guess, going on there a little bit, but I missed him all summer, and I'm so happy you're back.
It's good to be here. Thank you very much. Allergies, bronchitis, all kinds of this year was just. It seemed I've escaped it in the past, and this year it decided to remind me that it's out there. So, but and my voice would have been so hoarse on the air that I decided, better be careful about the health as one matures, right? And
yeah, I know it's true,
but it's good to be
crazy.
back.
It has been. But the weather has been nuts.
It has been.
That mess in Texas, my God! Imagine all that water.
Horrible. Truly.
50
plus inches of rain.
I know.
It's impossible to imagine. I mean, that's
what would that be like if that was
feet.
here? I mean, boy, that would be up over Main Street.
It would. And not to mention down in the shopping center, Capitol Shopping Center. And I mean, I remember years ago when we would get minor floods, the trailer park and other things.
Road, yes.
And those were over by Christian Mutual or by King Shopping Center.
Yes.
But that was nowhere near that amount of rain, and we have water in there. So these poor people, what a horrible situation to be enduring.
I can remember before I was a kid, before they expanded that trailer park, but you'd see them pull them out and put them up on the higher ground because the water had come up there. But
fortunately, up here on the heights, it was a little safer because you were up here. And
up here on Burglar's Island.
Exactly.
The plains. It's amazing. And of course, I don't know about you, but they demolished most of Dame's school, and so sad.
So sad. Reading that and seeing, I knew some of it was going to go, of course, but I didn't realize to what extent. And of course, we were doing our shows over there until just a few months ago, and in your old classroom. Now that's all gone.
That's gone now. No memories left there. They've kept from the auditorium through, and then the other new wing, they've kept that. But everything, I just don't understand it myself.
No,
I mean, to me, they could have. I think they could have remodeled that other wing, and I haven't been over there to see if the community center is down yet. The other one they built. Is that down?
I don't know.
I don't know.
No.
But it's just like with the Gamble House, they tore that down. Why didn't they just move that somewhere and let somebody buy it? Somebody who doesn't have a home or something. Nope, tear it down.
Yeah, that's the solution. And it was 55 years ago with the railroad station. It's always been the solution. It's easier, just get rid of it. And I hear they want to raise the steeplegate. That rumor's been going around. I haven't heard that. And they want to put up a strip mall there.
Yeah, I did hear that, something like that. Yeah.
I actually heard that from a couple of business owners in the steeplegate that said that idea was out there and it was being considered. Just tear it down and put up a strip mall. They can't even fill the strip across the street.
I know, really. Yeah.
And strip mall has no, but it's amazing.
The Halloween store has returned.
Is it open now?
It's open. It opened up about 2 weeks ago. It opened up. So that's open now, but then that's gone after November 1st. They'll be gone.
I know since the last time I was here, Dairy Queen is open.
Yes, Dairy
and they're
Queen's
doing a
open.
land office business.
Oh, they have a very big business.
Yes, the people, and I think it's because a lot of people in Concord have never been to a Dairy Queen, and you hear about it, and so it's experiencing something totally new. You know, because of course it's been gone for what, 35 years?
Oh my gosh!
About that, early 80s or something.
At least that.
So it's a, you know, for them, oh my God, Dairy Queen's finally here. And when I say to people, oh no, it was here when I was growing up. No, and I tell them where it was, and they say, really? But it was where Arnie's is, and for a long, long time.
It was. That was the big red bottom, big red roof there, and
yes,
and they didn't have the extension on then.
No, they have much more now, and the menu is expanded.
Oh, yeah.
and
but I have to say, I do enjoy Dairy Queen's burgers.
Yes.
I do enjoy it.
And they have a great $5 lunch. We should be probably advertising, unless they want to pay to be a sponsor. But I mean, a $5 lunch with the burger, the fries, a soda, and a dessert.
Yeah.
So it's a very good deal.
Yes, it is.
I'm sure a lot of state people, you know, it's a nice way to take advantage of something and not spend a lot of money.
Of course.
And the diner's open, of course, now. And
I haven't got a name.
I haven't either.
We've tried, but it's been busy every time we've tried, and it's like I thought it was bigger than it was.
So did I.
But
so did I.
You got in there, the 40-minute wait there.
And now with all the construction on Loudon Road, and to think that somebody was talking about taking away a couple of lanes, when I see what it's going through now, when it's only a temporary situation, that would have been a disaster.
Of course it would have been.
Totally a disaster. Particularly with new businesses opening up here that increase the flow of traffic.
Yeah.
So,
I'm anxious to see when they finish that community center because everybody thinks it's going to be free. It's not going to be.
No.
They're going to be charging for a lot of things in there. I said that to David Gill. I said, I understand that everything's going to be free. Oh no. There'll be charges for different classes and courses, all that stuff.
And now, is that a community center for the entire city?
I guess so. As far as I know, it will be, but it's strictly up here on the Heights. But as far as I know, it would be.
Do we still have the Concord Community Center?
Oh, yeah, still there.
And that's still open, and people
Green
still go
Street.
In, basketball.
Yeah.
I mean, it's rather limited on what's available there, but that was where they used to have dances and
yes, I know,
years ago.
School dances were there. And Friday night dances to the kids. I never went to that, but
I only saw. I was often at the city auditorium involved with the community players, and I would see on a Friday night if we were rehearsing all the kids hanging around and going in and all of that. So, wow.
I don't know. Yeah, and then the stores, of course, Main Street there lost a few stores. Gained a couple, lost some on
that
North State
lighting
Street.
store closed, and that was a beautiful place.
Yeah.
I couldn't afford to buy much in there, but it's been there as long as I have, I think.
Yeah.
And it just closed. There was no announcement in advance, or they sold everything, I guess, online.
Really?
But that's going to be a hard place to fill. That's a large. Of course, the McGowan is changing their, format. But weren't we promised businesses were going to be rushing to Concord?
Oh yes, they are. Oh yes.
But
the consignment shop on the corner of Warren and North State, that's gone.
I went once, and when I decided to go back a couple of weeks later, it was gone.
Yeah, no, it's gone.
French's, that was French's. That toy shop was just wonderful.
Oh, I know.
I preferred that to Toy City that was down. I just thought that French's was more personal and intimate, and the people that worked there knew you and, were very... And, of course, you'd go around the corner to French's Music and, get...
What? No, that's right. You mentioned something. Toy City. Where was that located?
That was where the antique place is, down on corner of Depot and Store Street. That was originally, that was Toy City.
Yeah.
And then it became... didn't the youth center move down there? And then after that, it became...
Place.
No, there was, for a while, was state offices.
Oh, okay.
The Council on the Aging was in there. and then it became the antique. But Toy City was there.
I forgot all about that.
And that, and I don't know if I never went in there when it was Toy City. I was a little beyond the age for toys by then. And if I wanted, I always went to Brits or one of the Five and Dimes. You know, if I was going to buy someone a toy, I didn't need, a place specifically targeted.
I don't know. All it is basically on Main Street is a lot of eating places.
Yeah.
And
yes.
some
little cafes.
Yeah.
And some caring gifts and, a few things like that. Rowland Studio and all of that. But not the kind of places that we used to go to shop in.
No.
I mean, you can't make a day of it going downtown to go shopping. If you want to eat your way through downtown, there's enough places to go to do that. The youth center was never the same when they moved down there.
No, they weren't.
They were amazing and you had right there, you had David Heller in the place where Rowland is, and then later Marquee, and then you had the youth center and the varsity shop and the junior deb, and you had all these clothing places and the Princess shop, Oozes and all right in that area. And people, were down there shopping, and you bought your clothes there. And of course, we would have got our back-to-school clothes at Penny's or something like that.
That reminds me, did you see in today's paper the lady who passed away? She used to work at Penny's and Woolworths.
Yes.
I saw her a number of years ago when I was working for Apothecary. I had to deliver there. And my goodness, as soon as I saw her, I said, oh my heavens, now I know. Of course, she knew me right off, but I can remember seeing her at Penny's.
Yes.
Always downstairs and, working there.
And she was at the jewelry store on Warren Street, too.
That I didn't remember.
Yes, I remember her there.
Yeah.
And seeing her there. But she was such a people person.
Oh, yes.
And she went to our church, to St. Peter's. And so I knew her from there, and then you'd see her in the store. And she always said, I take special care of my St. Peter's friends, she would say. But at Penny, she was the one I bought my new underwear and socks and the things that you bought, to go back to school.
Yeah.
And upstairs, I think, was the boys' department.
It could have been. I can't.
It was like a balcony, half area, and you went up the stairs on the right, and then up there was where the boys' clothes were. The girls and everything took up the whole downstairs area, but it was a wonderful store.
Oh, yeah.
And they had those tubes there, just like Emmons did, where you didn't actually have a transaction with the person waiting on you. They wrote it up. They took your money, they put it in that tube, it went zoom, zoom, and the change magically came. You never saw the person who was giving you the change.
No.
They were off somewhere.
That's right.
But it was so amazing, and personal service, and it was a good store, just like Sears.
I know that, I was down at Lowe's the other day, and I said something about, where's all the house? Gee, I'm surprised the Halloween stuff's not out yet. Oh, yeah, look up there. Oh, my gosh. There they were, all the pumpkins and decorations, ready to come out.
You can spend more money on Halloween decorations than Christmas decorations.
Oh, yes.
It is everything that they... I mean, it's a little overdone, but...
and then down the end, the boxes had Christmas stuff on them.
Yes, yeah.
So they're ready.
Well, 2 months from today, isn't it, that Hallmark starts their Christmas movies? Isn't it October 31st?
October 29th.
Oh, 29th, so it's less than 2 months.
They changed it, they did.
Pretty soon they'll be starting at Labor Day weekend.
Well, you figure they had 10 days in July.
They did, yes. Oh, yes.
And they've been advertising.
And they've been promoting all the...
ever since.
Yes, all of the stuff. But apparently they're doing better than ever. There was an article in the newspaper, some newspaper recently, because of the situation in the country and people's spirits not being well, except for a certain percentage that are thrilled. But the rest of them are sort of still shell-shocked. And because of that, Hallmark's ratings have gone up over 20% because people are looking for feel good. You know, they know that any movie on the Hallmark Channel will have a happy ending, that ultimately, you know, no matter what happens, everyone will get together, and people are looking for some source of happiness. So
yeah, I will say that much about their movies. At least there is somewhat of that.
Yes.
Especially the holiday ones.
Yes, yes.
But no, and of course we're starting our planning on the parade and everything. We had our first meeting last night, and that's coming along good so far.
Your usual team.
Yes, usual team. We'll be having we're going to have a reviewing stand down at CBS this year that Ian's going to be out with me and Kevin Tucker, and then James Casano and Nazi will be up at the Stove Barn with the performance one. So like the dance schools will do a performances up there to keep the parade moving.
So you'll be in the parking lot of CVS?
Yes, I'll be there.
Great, that's a good location. Very central.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
But yeah.
What is the date for the?
November 18th is the parade.
And then the tree lighting will be.
Well, the tree lighting is hopefully going to be November 24th. It'll be a tree lighting of something, but with the news I got today, I don't know what's going to happen because our major supporter is there's maybe a potential problem there. So I'm hoping that we can. Hopefully that things will iron out and that we'll be able to continue. But right now, I've had to put a hold on everything.
And here it is, only 2.5 months away, or so.
Oh, it is because you know, people think sometimes that you can just whip this right up. Like, no, it takes months to put something together.
It does.
You know,
it does.
It's just not something that we can whip up like a cake.
And if you were able to, it would look it. And then people would say, oh, that's not good. And you build a certain level of excellence through the years that really make it something special for people. And it really inaugurates the season for a lot of people. So I think that, you know, you don't want to cut corners and have any of this. I mean, last year I thought was one of the best tree lightings I've ever been to.
Oh, I know.
The tree was beautiful.
Despite the
lights.
the weather, it did get turned off. And I've invited a lot of special guests this year, hopefully that we're hoping to, you know, because myself, Paul, I don't like things to get too stale.
No.
And it's nice every once in a while to introduce somebody and to have surprise with something. And so I've got some people that I'm hoping to have here. But I'm not going to say a word because in case something, God forbid.
Yes.
And now after getting that news today, I got to really hold up a little bit because, you know, it's discouraging. You know, but who knows? You know, but.
And again, years ago, you would have had more individuals and businesses to draw on. Some of the names that we mentioned, those are all businesses that if everyone chipped in even $200 back then, you'd suddenly have a few $1,000s from downtown merchants. But you don't have that kind of community connection anymore.
No, because they're all thinking about Midnight Merriment.
Yes.
To heck with the other one. Which is sad because we have built that up so
exactly
that it's become, you know, the premier night for the New Hampshire.
And the tree lighting is much more family oriented because the kids aren't usually up at midnight. And this is really, you had thousands of people last year, thousands packing down there at the State House Plaza, not City Plaza. And it's just, there's something about that, you know, as nice as Midnight Merriment, and it's a wonderful opportunity to get people downtown, but it's not that kind of heart connection that a tree lighting does that sort of sets the tone for what follows in the weeks that, you know, after that. So
and then I'll tell you, so we're hoping.
Well, if there are any potential sponsors out there, how can they get in touch with you?
Well, they can call me at 496-2917 or just email me at dickpatten7 at gmail.com.
Okay.
And I'll be right on it, boy.
Okay.
Call them, but.
And I can attest to the fact that they will get recognition and appreciation. They'll be mentioned in press releases and, the newspaper, thanked at the event, and which is a wonderful opportunity to show that they are supporting a tradition. And that's what it is.
Concord Imaging is the one that I'm worried about, and that is a big contributor.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess evidently there was some question that, because they've always been very, very good.
Mm-hmm.
Larry Glass has been wonderful, but somebody, I guess, raised the question that they felt that they wondered, was it worth it?
Of course it is.
I know, it's like, gosh, it makes me think of that year with the law firm there.
Yes.
Saying it's frivolous.
Yes, exactly.
Oh, man.
If we start losing our traditions like this, then it says more about the type of people we're becoming than anything else, because this means so much to so many.
It does.
And all they need to do is to go there and look at the faces of the children and the teenagers and everyone that's watching this happen, the wonder, the awe, to know, yes, it is worth it.
It is. A lot of workers into it. So.
And you get paid nothing, nor do any of the people you work with for putting this together. So it's not as though any of that donation is going to fund positions or individuals. It all completely goes back to what the community can attend free of charge.
Yeah. You are so right. But we'll hopefully keep our fingers crossed and see what happens.
Good.
But we'll know more the next time you come on, I'm sure.
I hope so.
So.
And I promise not to make it so long.
I know, boy. We got worried about you a little bit.
Well.
But the apple orchards, they're all ready. Carter Hill.
Carter Hill. Got some peaches from there recently. Beautiful peaches.
Well, he was on the show here, and he brought some in, and boy, they were delicious.
Delicious. Oh, absolutely wonderful.
And I never thought you could grow peaches here either.
No. I always thought Georgia, or it had to be that kind of a climate you think of. Yeah. But these peaches, are as good as any I've ever had.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, I don't know, but yeah, I tell you, looking at things and you turn around and boy, I tell you, things are just changing.
Yeah.
And I don't know if it's for the better or not.
No.
The banners look cute and all that stuff, but it's like the parking on Main Street. I had to go around 7 times before I could get a parallel parking spot for handicap parking. Before I finally got a place to park.
It can be frustrating.
Like, gee, it is. It's frustrating.
The flags look very nice.
Oh yeah, they're cute.
Thank you, Steve Dupree, for those.
And of course, the banners there, the little banners.
And and as we admitted last year, the Christmas lights were very nice. It was a wonderful touch.
It was.
And it truly looked lovely. And that was it was a good thing.
I guess the kids didn't think it was, or whoever did it didn't think so, but it was. It was I'm hoping that tree is still available. I went to go up by it the other day and I figured all about it, but I got to get up there and make sure it's still there.
Good. Yeah.
But it just doesn't seem possible how this time
flies. It really. We're 2/3 of the way through the year. We have 4 months to go, and it's just raced. I mean, before you know it, we'll be sitting here in our sweaters and.
I know. Sometimes I look forward to that. Other times, no, thank you. But
no. I know. The older I get, the less I like the cold.
Yeah.
I like the fall. It's beautiful.
Yeah, I do too.
There's a great balance. You have the nice days with the sunshine, the comfortable nights.
Yeah.
And it's a much nicer balance that way. But we can't, I guess, put it on hold permanently.
No.
So, but
all I can say is I just feel so bad for those people in Texas.
Horrible, those poor people.
Well, we've had snowstorms, but we've been pretty lucky up here.
As far as a natural disaster,
oh yeah.
Knock on wood, we haven't had something that not really since the blizzard of '78 of that kind of magnitude.
Yep.
We've had big storms, but we've gotten through. but that one crippled and stopped everything for days and days. But we haven't had, I mean, a hurricane that was horrible, I don't think since the 50s. I remember as a very young child, we had a couple of horrible hurricanes that made it up here. All kinds of damage. It destroyed trees in this community and just, but that was, 55 or more years ago, 60 years ago. And we've really not had anything like that, fortunately. But
we used to get some wicked hurricanes.
We did. Yes, but
I don't know, Paul. It's just like what's going to happen this fall, this winter, but I'll tell you. But you're feeling good. You've got your teaching you're doing again.
Yes, that starts up in a couple of weeks, and I'm working on a book, The History of the Concord
I
Theater.
know. Yeah.
And I'm enjoying that. I've got 1,000 pages of research done,
oh boy,
stacked up everywhere. But I think it'll be a fun and historic, because a theater like that really plays a role as a community gathering place. And, we played a movie one time that sold 15,000 tickets at a time when Concord had 28,000 people. So it taught, it speaks to the kind of effect that movies have. I mean, as we know, we went to, Disney movies at the Capitol Theater, and there'd be 1,000 people there.
Yeah.
It's not like the little shoebox theaters today, but it was a real place where people came together and experienced something, as a group.
Yeah.
But
no, I can remember that, seeing all those different movies coming in here, Big Red, and
oh yes,
that was the first one I can remember.
Really?
Bambi.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. This is at the Concord Drive-In now.
Yes.
Bambi, Big Red, and that was a dog. Then there was another one too, a dog.
Old Yeller.
I remember.
Or Savage Sam, or
that was something, because Dean Jones, I think, was in it.
The Ugly Dachshund.
Maybe, or something.
Yes, or the
Shaggy DA? No. Shaggy Dog?
Yeah. The Shaggy Dog. He was in the Shaggy DA, the same character grown up with Suzanne Plachette.
Now, do you realize this? We just went off and we're
just
done.
Like that.
No.
Well,
so glad
I'll come back in 2 weeks.
Yes, so good having you back here, and you know that anytime you're welcome here. So
all right,
it's good having
I'll
you.
be
back
a groupie.
Here. Yeah, you'll be a groupie. It's so good having you here, though.
Thank you. It's good to be with you.
Yeah.
And
with that emotion, we'll have a great day, great weekend. Thanks to Ian, and we'll see you soon. I'm your host, Dick Patten, for Around Town.